Right now, Bitcoin is going sideways for the last couple of days, while the S&P 500 had seen some growth for the last couple of days. What is happening? Why is this? Why is Bitcoin going sideways? What is in for Bitcoin? Are we gonna hold this level of support, or are we gonna trend down and retest this massive trend support? Let's get straight into it, guys. So first of all, looking at the Bitcoin chart, why are we going sideways, and why is it that traditional markets have seen some upside? Well, yesterday we had the inflation data for the US coming out, and actually it was forecasted to be around 3%, and the actual inflation data came down at 2.9%, which is good for the normal market in the US, because this shows that the inflation is slowing down even more than expected. We can see in this graph that the inflation is continuing to go down, which is good for the traditional markets, and that's why we saw a nice little rally for the traditional markets yesterday. So why is it that Bitcoin is going sideways and not seeing a pump? Well, we can look at some other news, because we have here Donald Trump losing election versus Harris. We see that Donald is increasingly losing votes and Harris is gaining more votes. We still have around 8 weeks to go, or like 82 days, 80 days until the election is in. So there's some time for Trump to get some votes back, but right now it's looking like Harris is winning, which is bad for crypto, because Donald Trump is a huge ambassador of Bitcoin, while Harris is just like in the last few weeks she is getting more into crypto, but she is not that bullish on Bitcoin as Trump is. So for election, it's better if you're in crypto that Trump is gonna win. So that's why we see some sideways in the market, because people don't really know what's going on with Bitcoin and why we are what's going to happen. If Trump were to lose, we could, maybe the bull run is over, but if Trump were to win, we can see some massive pumps if he starts buying Bitcoin for the government. Also, looking at the Bitcoin ETF flow, we see that we had some outflows. Like yesterday, we had 81 million in outflows. So the people holding Bitcoin in the ETFs are currently selling more than buying. So this is something to do with why Bitcoin is not going up right now, because there's a lot of fear in the market at this point. Also, Ethereum actually saw some inflows of 24 million, nothing major, but if you look at the inflows from BlackRock, you can see that they are currently accumulating Ethereum, because BlackRock is still accumulating, while all the Grayscale Ethereum is being sold. So that's good. Like once all this Grayscale Ethereum has been sold, then we same as the Bitcoin from Grayscale, we can expect only more inflows. Then lastly, looking at the crypto altcoins, last week, this is the chart from last week, you can see that we had most of the altcoins had some nice recovery from the drop before. We can see Solana did not do great, minus 8% in the week. Also Render only up 1.5%, while looking at some other altcoins like Sui or Sai are up massive. Injective is up, this is up. So yeah, most of the altcoins have seen some small recovery of around 5 to 20%, but still nothing major. We are still currently in the Bitcoin season. So yeah, it's still maybe a good time to invest in some altcoins, guys. Not financial advice, but still most altcoins are undervalued. And even if you think Trump will still win the election and the bull run will continue to much higher prices, you could go and invest in some altcoins. In my opinion, right now, you should not invest in altcoins. You should just have a look at the altcoins and look what they're doing, and just keep yourself updated with what the altcoins are doing and which altcoins you will be investing in. Because in my opinion, you should wait before Bitcoin sees some nice rally to the upside before investing back in some altcoins. Because for example, Bitcoin could break down right here if Trump loses like another 10% of votes. And in that case, altcoins will suffer like 70-80%. So right now the risk, in my opinion, is too high to invest in altcoins unless we see a big crash and altcoins go down even further, or we see a pump and we see some more upside for Bitcoin, some bullish news come out. That's when we can expect altcoins to outperform Bitcoin. But right now, you should just sit on the sidelines, see what Bitcoin does. Keep your own altcoins, look at them, see what they're doing, and yeah, step in when you think is ready. But right now, in my opinion, it's not the time to invest in altcoins yet. So lastly, what do I think that will happen with Bitcoin in the near future? Right now, we're seeing some consolidation after a pump from this level. So this could mean that we have some sort of bull flag where we go from this to back up to the resistance line at around 68K. That could be possible. Also, this could be some sort of double top where we actually see some bad play out, where we have this neckline, and if we break this to the downside, basically this 58.5k support, 58.2k support needs to hold. Otherwise we will see likely a breakdown towards the support line down here at around 53k or 52.7k. So that's, in my opinion, the two scenarios that's probably gonna happen. Which is more likely right now? I have no clue. It's, for me, is a 50-50. Either we go up to this level or we go down to this level. We need some confirmation. We need some market. We need the traditional markets to keep doing good. We need Bitcoin to have some bullish news. Otherwise, I think maybe it's more likely we break down towards 52.5k. Then we go to 67.8k. I'd say like 60% chance of this happening and a 40% chance of that happening. So that's all for today analysis. I see you guys back on Sunday for this time. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, leave, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.